What has fear prevented you from doing or almost prevented you from doing that you later reflected on and realized there was nothing to be afraid of? Let's discuss. Hello and welcome back. Or if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Ola and this is my weekly blog. This is my space where I slow things down a bit, talk about life as it's happening, and reflect on the world around us. Real conversations once a week. Let's get into it. Another successful week. I had to travel for work again this week. I'm starting to get used to it. I'm starting to get used to the travel. Initially, I wasn't sure if this was going to be a challenge. Slowly but surely, I'm getting used to the traveling. I'm getting used to seeing new faces, new people, and also to see that the anxiety is starting to subside. Initially, the anxiety was high. Am I going to be able to do this? This week was a good week. I can't complain. Again, checked in with myself. Made sure I was present through most part of it. There are sometimes that, you're an autopilot. You're just doing the tasks, the processes as they come, as your body remembers them. But every now and then it's good to step back, look at what you're doing and feel where your inner self is through all of this. And this week I was able to do that. People say nothing to fear but fear itself. But they never tell you why. It never explain how to overcome that. Fear is one of those disruptors that comes in quietly. It starts with a little introduction of thoughts. Let me introduce this to your psyche and see how you feel about it. And then before you know it, the mind takes it over and you spiral into all of these random thoughts. Professionally, this week was a little bit stressful, not because of the work, but rather because of the fear prior to the work. This week, I actually took a lead on one of the meetings that I was supposed to have with clients. My team was still behind me, but the initial fear of taking that lead, is this going to work? Are they going to accept me? Am I going to speak well? Overcoming that was just being present, doing my initial homework, making sure I have all my ducks in a row, getting everything I need, getting them together and presenting them in a way that I could revert back to whenever that anxiety hits or comes up. The actual experience of the meeting was refreshing. I showed up, I presented what I need to present. My experience with that initial engagement versus what my ego has been saying to me leading up to it were two different experiences. And I think that's what stops us from doing a lot of things within our power. Our ego, our fears have set our anxiety at such a high level that some of us either hit the eject button or when the day comes, we start stumbling through it. The experience was great. It was a good learning experience. I was confident enough to present what I presented. We took notes and we advised them we were going to follow up, which we did. It went well. It went better than I thought it would. And it made me realize that most of my challenges has been my fear. It hasn't been the experience or the task or anything else. It's just the fear of rejection, judgments. And once I got past those fears, I realized that the experience itself was rewarded. Then, of course, facing and addressing my fears in my personal life, trying to overcome some of those fears, recognizing sometimes how those thoughts start. Try to be present once I see that I'm getting sucked into the depth of fear, so to speak. A lot of times our fear stems from something that we're trying to do and we are afraid of the uncertainty and overall, what if it doesn't work out? I think at this point now, including this blog, is part of me overcoming those fears. Prior to now, everything has just been, I want to do this. And once the thought process starts with, I want to do this, I want to try this, I want to do that, the next thought always starts the fear roller coaster. What if? What if this? What if that? And once that idea is introduced, we just continue to spiral. People feel your energy as well, including con artists. So it's very easy for somebody to exploit that fear energy that they know you carry. It's very easy for the universe as well as con artists to validate those fears for you with what they present to you. The only thing I'm able to do now that has been helping me to overcome those fears, continue to be in my present moment, in the present now. Continue to assess everything around me. Not just everything I'm thinking about, but everything around me. First thing first, am I safe? If I'm safe, good. How is my body? How is my well-being? Wherever I am right now, what is the status? So now the fear thought slows down, which gives you enough time to go, okay, what is the real problem? Is it the task at hand? What do I need to get that task done? Even with this blog, sometimes I don't feel like recording this blog. If the fear creeps in, I panic. I don't want to do this anymore. And then once I'm able to bring my mind to the present, I have this idea and I have that idea. How do I put that together in a comprehensive, cohesive way to present it out to the world? And the fear start to subside. Now I'm recognizing that most of the time, fear has always been the problem in me not following through on everything I set out to do. If any of this connected with you, I'm glad you're here. I want this space to feel like a place you can pull up a chair, breathe, and reflect. If that sounds like something you want to be a part of, I invite you to subscribe to this channel and walk through 2026 with me. Not as a spectator, but as people figuring life out loud together. If you have any thoughts, experiences, or questions, I do read the comment section. And until next week, take care of yourself and I'll see you soon.